So this is how the rollout really started to come together as we figured it out. These are the mini-con assortments, the deluxe assortment, and so on, as we finalized really what would be coming out. Some interesting things here to point out is you can see that we delineate who's a hero or a villain. There's some even question marks at times because we don't know yet. There's anything you're already planning the redecos before the first toy's made. Okay, so a lot of times it's like, the redecos, they just show up. It's all part of the overall.
Which started becoming a thing with car robots before that.
Yeah.
Where molds were made, but it was always like you want to get back that investment of tooling.
Yep.
So you're going to plan out a repaint also.
And you can start to see what the mini-con partner design, styles would be. If we had a name that we thought would be appropriate, we started to hint at it, Starscream. This is a further refined chart, but more about color breakdown. The worry always for marketers is that, and you guys have seen this with Bumblebee, you go to the shelf and it's all one color, even though it's supposed to be an assortment. And sometimes even too many guys that have red accents can be a problem. So we really tried to, ahead of the game, with the Excel color picker at the time, by the way, did our best to kind of highlight, here's Hotshot. He's mostly yellow. Secondary accent is going to be black. His power color, if we need a projectile or some accent, is going to be red. The blue disappeared, and his mini-con's going to be red because it's going to share a mold. That all held true.
Blue was in the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, blue was in the eyes.
Just little details.
So, you can go down, there's Demolisher, Cyclonus changed along the way, I think. But, we're trying to show that we're going to lay out a line that has variety of shape, variety of allegiance, variety of color, variety of type of vehicle. And these are the things that we go down the line and figure out. Again, this has nothing to do with drawing. This has nothing to do with figuring out the toys or costing the toys. This is just all the mental pre-gymnastics that you do so that as you do it, you just flow. And you don't have to stop and ask questions or redo work or trash models because you built them 10% too big. Here's an example of where these vehicles should go under that concept of the animation, that they should live within the terrain that they're best made for. And as the writers are writing stories for different terrains to find mini-cons, maybe different characters would be focused on in those stories. That was our theory. Takara's theory is the main characters have to be in every episode. And so that altered the fact that, like, Hotshot shows up in the Arctic. They wanted, it had to be Hotshot.
Or a character named Tidal Wave. That's a boat showing up everywhere. So then he had a flight capability to
exactly.
have that.
You retcon your own false logic, So that's what this is. And again, this is just to have a discussion with partners. No one held anyone's feet to the fire on these documents, but you had to be planned. And a lot of people ask, how do you get in the toy industry? What do you do in the toy industry? And there's so many different things that you do depending on what you want to do, focus on. I love this stuff. I love the pre-planning of a line and then knowing that for the next year, me and my team and Takara can just go do that because we got it all approved. Most toy lines, you're fighting wave to wave, debating whether IG-88 should be made again this year or next year. It's like nightmare. So I like to do this part of the work.